So my name is Carlos Walker, and this is Art and Hustle, Black Authors Matter. So we have today Miss Antoinette McDonald. How you doing, Miss McDonald?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Oh, life is perfect.
Indeed.
So before we get into this, if you will, please share with the people who you are, what you do, and then we'll dive into your book.
Indeed. Well, great afternoon or greeting to everyone. I am Antoinette McDonald. I live in Virginia. I am a retired elementary school principal, just 2 months shy of retirement. I am a wife. I am a mother of two beautiful children, been married to my husband for 23 years. And I'm just here to not only impact the lives of others, but also to be impacted.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
And go ahead.
So, start over?
No, where you was at. If you want to start over, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And so my company, I co-own the company with my husband. It's Forever and a Day Publishing LLC. So we are seeking artists that want to share their life story, poetry, maybe some experiences that they've have had in their lives. But we are just open to people of color, to women, just really wanting to be the voice for our generation and generations to come.
Hey, appreciate you and thank y'all for the work that y'all are doing.
Indeed.
For the educational journey that you took prior to this.
Perfect.
So,
Thank you.
if you will, let us know what your book is called and share about your book.
Indeed. So the title of my first children's book is Where's Baby Mama?
Okay.
So this is a children's book that I wrote 14 years ago. We unfortunately had a stillbirth in 2004. We lost our daughter, Nia Ajoy McDonald. Nia, which is Swahili for purpose. We named her so rightfully so, right, based after the purpose of her life. But when she was born, my daughter was 3 years old. So our oldest was 3 years old. I went to the hospital. I was pregnant. And then I came home from the hospital without a baby. And so try to explain that to a 3-year-old child is a very difficult thing to do. So being educators, my husband's an educator as well. We went online trying to find books, went to the library trying to find books to help, younger siblings deal with a stillbirth or at least learn about it. And there were no books. So fast forward a little bit more after I had an opportunity of healing through therapy, a lot of prayer, and just really understanding that she really did have a purpose in my life. I wrote the book, Where's Baby Mama? Because my daughter used to ask all the time, like, where's baby mama? Like, she knew, I went to the hospital pregnant. So I wrote the book and then I put it away. Negative self-talk took over. I didn't want to share it. I felt that no one would want to read it, that it wouldn't be of good use to anyone until 2 years ago. I was like, I have to go ahead and publish this book. I've met a lot of women who've experienced pregnancy loss, whether it's miscarriage, infant demise, whatever it is. There's a lot of us out there. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of us. And it's like this unspoken sisterhood. And so I got an illustrator. He illustrated everything that I wanted and thought of in the book, right? And he was very patient with me. I wanted to make sure that I felt it in my heart of hearts that, the characters resembled my husband, myself, and my daughter. And then my husband said at the beginning of the year, like, Antoinette, when are you going to go ahead and publish this? It's time. It's time, babe. And I was like, well, let's do like March. By the end of March, I can do it. By the end of March 2024, I got it. And I woke up one morning and found a formatter who could format the book for me. And she walked me through the process. I prayed on it. And that same day, I submitted the very first book.
Blessings.
Yes. So yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't, the reception that I've received so far from the book has been overwhelming. Family, friends, colleagues, mentors, my teachers that taught me when I was in 2nd and 3rd grade purchased the book, and it just means a lot. It means so much to be able to have words spoken, right? And then also written, and have people invest in you and understand the value of what you have to say. So the story isn't just mine. So I hope that, whoever is experiencing pregnancy loss and they have older siblings, that this book will be a help to them. And may this continue my ministry of helping women get through things of this nature.
I think it will probably help more than just women. Men go through it as well.
Indeed,
Your husband went through his
he
own
did.
journey.
He did.
Me, I have had, one, two. I think it's two or three ladies who have had miscarriages in my own life.
Oh, I'm sorry to
So,
hear that.
it's part of the journey.
It is.
And maybe you and your husband can make one for me, because
Indeed.
there is something that we go through as well. But I thank you for your voice, because your voice is meant to be, when God allows things to happen in your life, they don't just happen to you.
Oh, no.
They happen to you. So then you can be the voice for everybody else. Many are called, few.
Mm,
That's what the word says.
yes, indeed.
And while some of them have, the thing about this, it doesn't happen just to you. It happens for everybody else. But yes, you are the one who have to deal with it. These are our testimonies. These are the things that God has chosen us. And while they was probably supposed to write a book themselves, you took the calling to put it down. And while, yes, it was 14 years later, I think this may be a time that is mostly needed.
Mm,
You got to remember,
mm-hmm.
God has a timing and a position and a place for everything.
Perfect timing.
And I
Mm-hmm.
promise you. And maybe you also needed to see the finished work produced, because
Yeah.
most people can write a book. They put the words down. They never take the extra effort that it takes to finish bringing it full force, so God can take and move it forward, and it gets the what's the word I'm looking for? It don't serve the purpose.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
you're now serving the purpose for which one of the purposes that God has called you to do. You don't look, you was a teacher. That was a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this was a stillborn, what you said, her name was Nia.
Yes.
What did you say it mean?
It's Swahili for purpose.
This is her purpose.
Indeed.
And her purpose was to still live on through your book.
Yes. Receive.
So now she gets to take flight.
Yeah.
Because this is a dedication not only just to other people, but it's also in her memory that she may continue to live on. God knows how to use our gifts.
He sure does.
They may make room. But
He sure does.
tell us a little bit about your publishing company.
Yeah, so Forever and a Day Publishing Company, LLC, started in 2001. So we have a couple of umbrellas. It's the umbrella, but we have a couple spokes in that umbrella. One thing that we do as a publishing company, we help folks become employed. So what we do is we help with resume writing, cover letter writing, but we also have an interview boot camp. Within the interview boot camp, you can go for 5 to 10 weeks. It's virtual, and we'll go over different questions that an interviewee may be asked, and then pretty much tweak, right? Provide professional growth producing feedback to the person who is interested in a certain position. So that's pretty much something that's my baby of Forever and a Day Publishing LLC. I love to build people, encourage them to be better than they have ever imagined. And it's been quite successful for us over the years. Another tenet is our financial is called FAD assets. And so what we do is teach people how to be properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent. And so my husband and I are both licensed life insurance agents. So what we do is try to build generational wealth through investments, teaching people how to do investments appropriately outside of their jobs, like 403k and through 403b and 401ks, things like that. Just helping them build their wealth, and then helping people get insured. So we're not crowdfunding when one of our family members pass away, but we are able to celebrate the life of our loved ones instead of being stressed trying to find money to pay for their funeral costs and things of that nature. And then the last part of Forever in a Day Publishing Company is just really helping people build their marriages, build their relationships with one another. My husband and I, as I shared, we've been married 23 years, going on 24 years.
Black love.
And yes, we are young, but we have a lot of experiences that help us. We lean on God on everything, like on God on everything that we do. And so he's just been in the blessing business. And so through our podcast, our Forever in a Day Publishing podcast, we talk about it's not ours to keep. So everything that we learn, we share out. Parenting, we have an adult daughter. She graduated from college. We have a 14-year-old son. So it's like, you know, we have real life situations. Now I am home in retirement. It wasn't really a choice. Retirement really isn't just the age. It's about, are you able to sustain, you know, living your quality of life? And so just keeping it real. I mean, that's pretty much what we do. It is not ours to keep. We focus on God, family, career, and finances. So with the publishing company, now with me going through the full process, especially with like illustrations, children's books, we are a publishing company. So I know from the beginning to the end what an artist, what a writer desires and how to make it come to fruition. And then coming up, I have my memoir that I plan on releasing. Since I was going to do the children's book in March, I think I'm going to do the memoir in March. That's been completed for several years. And then my husband and I are working on a marriage book, a combined marriage book about being young, Black, and married in America. So really, it's a dope experience right now. I'm taking advantage of God's time and just really excited to share. So I'm hoping folks can get in contact with me and help me help them make their dream a reality.
This is what I want you to do. Share where they can find you, where they can find your book. Anything that you can think of so they can get in touch with you. Because of what I want them to do, please support her. She's not just her and her husband. They're not just a couple that's willing to share their experience, but share their life that it may help your experience. So if y'all will, please reach out to them. Because look, we got a whole community that's willing to help. It's up to you to be willing to want to be helped. And what you get to get, we all get to thrive together as a community who's supposed to look. If y'all ever seen Black Panther, where they were Wakanda Forever, that's us in our future.
Yes.
But it's up to us to start building into one another, because this is a nation. And what we are willing to build is a nation. And look, we got people who are willing to help, like Mr. and Miss McDonald, who's willing to step up and share their experience to make sure that our experience be just as grand. So share the information.
Yeah. So once again, I'm Antoinette McDonald. My book is Where's Baby Mama? Make sure you have a comma in between baby and mama. I can be found on Amazon. The book is there. Beautiful dedication, great reviews thus far. Released it just a week ago. Amazing reviews so far. You can reach us on our website. It's Forever and a Day. Excuse me. Our website is Forever and a Day Publishing LLC, but the website is FAADpublishingllc.com. You can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Everything is FAAD LLC. And then on YouTube, you can look up Forever in a Day Publishing LLC with Sean and Antoinette. So SEAN. And that's where you'll see our podcast on. It's pretty much really, really big on Facebook. We're moving it into YouTube, but always look for FAAD LLC, hashtag it all. You can hashtag God, family, career, finances, you'll find us. But this is something that we want to share. And like I stated before, it is not ours to keep. So what I know, you know.
Okay. Now, I do want to thank you, Mr. McDonald, for joining me. I want to thank you. If you could give them a word of wisdom, what would it be? I'm pretty sure I know, but just
one thing for certain and two for sure is that you never allow your circumstances to determine your destiny. We all have a story to tell. We all have trials but we also have triumphs. And we also know that what we have experienced, someone else has experienced it as well. Sometimes we may come out of the dirt a little bit more shinier than others, but we still are diamonds in the rough. So please know that your story is worth hearing. Your story will heal you, not only yourself, but will heal someone else. So just take a chance on yourself.
And last words, it's not yours to keep.
It's not yours to keep.
Peace and blessings. I love you and thank you for joining me once again. This is Art and Hustle.